Ladies and gentlemen, there is a question that has troubled humanity for centuries. It is a question that haunts the rich and the poor, the young and the old, the educated and the uneducated alike. It is the question of destiny, of purpose, of the unseen future that lies ahead. How do we discover the hidden treasures buried within us? How do we unlock the mystery of our future and tap into the wellspring of our true potential? I stand before you today to declare that your future is not a mystery waiting to be uncovered by luck. It is a reality waiting to be realized by purpose. Your life is not a game of chance, but a journey of discovery. There is something greater inside of you, something beyond your current circumstances, something beyond what you see, something waiting to be manifested. Too many people live life as though they are blindfolded, stumbling through the years, hoping that luck will somehow bring them success. But I am here to tell you that your future is not a gamble, it is a gift. And that gift must be unwrapped, examined, and activated. You were not placed on this earth to drift through life like a leaf tossed by the wind. No. You were designed with precision, crafted with care, and equipped with everything you need to become who you were meant to be. The problem is not that your future is hidden. The problem is that most people have not been taught how to uncover it. Tonight, I want to take you on a journey of discovery, a journey of unlocking, a journey of revelation. We will uncover the principles that will allow you to step into your divine purpose. And as we go through this, I challenge you to open your heart, expand your mind, and dare to believe that you were created for something far greater than what you have seen so far. So let us begin. Your future is already inside you. Everything you are meant to become is already within you. The oak tree is inside the acorn. The eagle is inside the egg. You were born with the seeds of your destiny planted deep within your soul. Your future is not outside of you, it is within. Too often we search for answers in the world around us, hoping that someone else will define who we are. We look to society, our families, and even our circumstances to determine our worth. But the truth is, no one can tell you who you are except the one who created you. Inside you, there are gifts waiting to be developed. There are talents that have yet to be revealed. There are ideas that have yet to be birthed. But these things will never manifest if you do not recognize that they are already within you. The problem is not that you lack potential. The problem is that you have not yet discovered it. When a bird is born, it does not go to school to learn how to fly. It flies because flight was built into its DNA. When a fish is born, no one has to teach it how to swim. It swims because swimming is a part of its nature. And so it is with you. Everything you need to become who you were created to be is already inside of you. But here's the tragedy. Most people go through life never tapping into their full potential. They die with their dreams still inside them, their purpose unfulfilled, their gifts undiscovered. Why? Because they never took the time to look inward. I urge you today, stop looking outside for what is already within you. Your future is not in someone else's hands. It is not determined by luck. It is waiting to be discovered by you. The key to your future is in your purpose. Every great invention was created to fulfill a purpose. A key is made to unlock a door. A car is built to transport people from one place to another. A microphone exists to amplify sound. Purpose defines function. And you, my friend, were created with a purpose. If you want to know your future, do not chase after luck. Discover your purpose. When you understand why you were created, the mystery of your future begins to unfold. Your purpose is the map that guides you to your destiny. Too many people waste years of their lives wandering aimlessly, trying to find success without first finding purpose. But success without purpose is like climbing a ladder only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. What good is it to achieve wealth, fame, and recognition only to feel empty inside? Your purpose is not something you create, it is something you discover. Our manufacturer does not create a product and then decide what it will do. No, the purpose of the product is determined before it is made. In the same way, your purpose was established before you were even born. When you discover your purpose, everything changes. You no longer waste time on things that do not matter. You no longer chase after what is meaningless. You begin to live intentionally, making decisions that align with your destiny. The key to your future is not in what you do, but in why you do it. Your purpose is the foundation upon which your future is built. If you find your purpose, you will find your future. Your future is hidden in your potential. There is an old saying that the wealthiest place on earth is not the oil fields, the diamond mines, or the banks of the world. No, the wealthiest place on earth is the cemetery. Why? Because buried in those graves are books that were never written, songs that were never sung, businesses that were never started, and inventions that were never created. The tragedy of life is not death. The tragedy of life is living without ever tapping into your full potential. Too many people die full of dreams, full of ideas, full of untapped greatness that was never realized. Potential is not what you have done. It is what you are capable of doing. It is the unused ability, the hidden power, the dormant strength within you. Your potential is like a buried treasure. It must be discovered and developed. When a seed is planted, it does not immediately become a tree. But inside that seed is an entire forest. The problem is that most people never plant the seed of their potential. They live small, think small, and dream small. They settle for a life far beneath what they are capable of achieving. Your future is waiting on you to step into your potential. The question is, will you settle for a life of mediocrity, or will you dare to become everything you were created to be? There is more inside you than you realize. The question is not whether you have potential. The question is whether you will develop it. Your future is unlocked through vision. There is no great future without vision. Vision is the ability to see beyond your present circumstances, beyond your limitations, beyond what others say is possible. Vision is the blueprint of your destiny. It is the mental picture of what your life is supposed to become. Without vision, life has no direction. Without vision, you are like a ship without a sail, drifting aimlessly, hoping to arrive somewhere meaningful. The tragedy of many lives is not that they lack talent, potential, or opportunity. It is that they lack vision. Where there is no vision, people perish. not because of external forces, but because of internal blindness. The greatest prison in the world is not made of iron bars or concrete walls. It is the prison of a limited mind, a mind that cannot see beyond today. Vision is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Every great leader, every great inventor, every world changer was driven by a vision. They saw something that others did not see. They believed in something greater than their current reality. While others complained about problems, they envisioned solutions. While others accepted the world as it was, they dreamed of the world as it could be. Your future is waiting for you to see it. If you cannot see where you are going, you will never get there. Vision is what gives birth to purpose, direction, and action. Vision inspires you to wake up with passion, to move with intention, to make decisions that align with your destiny. But here's the challenge. Vision requires faith. Vision requires you to believe in something that does not yet exist. It demands that you act today as if tomorrow's reality is already here. That is why so many people struggle with vision. They only believe in what they can see. But vision is about seeing with your heart, not just your eyes. If you want to unlock your future, you must develop your vision. Write it down, speak it out, meditate on it daily. Let your vision consume your thoughts, direct your actions, and shape your decisions. Because when you can see it, you can seize it. Your future is determined by your mindset. Your mind is the battlefield where your future is won or lost. The greatest limitation in life is not your background, your education, or your environment. It is your mindset. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. If you think small, you will live small. If you think failure, you will experience failure. But if you think greatness, if you think success, if you think purpose, then your future will reflect that mindset. Every successful person you admire did not start with success. They started with the right mindset. They saw challenges as opportunities. They saw obstacles as stepping stones. They refused to let the opinions of others dictate their destiny. They did not wait for luck. They built their future with their thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, negativity, you will reap a harvest of failure. But if you plant seeds of faith, confidence, and determination, you will produce a life of success and fulfillment. The problem with most people is that they allow weeds to grow in their minds. Thoughts of insecurity, thoughts of mediocrity, thoughts of limitation. And those weeds choke their future before it even has a chance to grow. You must protect your mind. Guard it against negative influences. Guard it against small thinking. Guard it against the voices that tell you that you are not enough. If you do not take control of your thoughts will take control of you. The difference between people who succeed and people who fail is not talent. It is mindset. Some of the most talented people in the world never reach their full potential because their minds are filled with doubt and excuses. And some of the most successful people in the world were not the most talented, but they had a winning mindset. If you want to change your future, change your thinking. Expand your mind, expose yourself to new knowledge, and refuse to entertain thoughts that keep you stuck. Your life will always move in the direction of your dominant thoughts. So think big, think bold, and think like a person destined for greatness. Your future is created by your decisions. Your life is not the product of luck. It is the result of decisions. Every choice you make today is shaping the future you will experience tomorrow. Every decision, whether big or small, is moving you closer to your destiny or further away from it. If you want to know where your life is headed, look at the decisions you are making right now. Some people blame their circumstances for their failures. They say, I was born in the wrong family. I grew up in poverty. I never had the right opportunities. But let me tell you the truth, your past does not determine your future. Your decisions do. There are people who were born in worse conditions than you, and yet they changed their lives. Why? Because they made the right choices. Success is not an accident. It is the result of consistent, intentional decisions. The decision to develop your gifts, the decision to pursue knowledge, the decision to surround yourself with the right people, the decision to step out in faith even when fear tries to hold you back. Every successful person you see today made difficult choices when no one was watching. They sacrificed temporary pleasure for long-term gain. They chose discipline over distractions. They chose to keep going when others quit. On the other hand, failure is also the result of decisions. The decision to procrastinate, the decision to ignore opportunities, the decision to settle for less than your potential, the decision to give up when things get hard. Right now, as you listen to this, you are making a decision. You are deciding whether to take action on what you are hearing or to let it pass by like every other motivational speech you have heard. But remember this, your decisions today are shaping your tomorrow. Make them wisely. Your future requires faith and action. Nothing great is ever achieved without faith. Faith is the fuel that drives vision. Faith is what allows you to step out when the path is unclear, to move forward when the odds are against you, to believe in a future that has not yet materialized. Without faith, you will live in fear, and fear will paralyze your destiny. But faith alone is not enough. Faith must be followed by action. Too many people have dreams but never take steps toward them. They talk about their goals, they write down their visions, but they never act. And as a result, their dreams remain just that, dreams. The world does not reward those who wish. It rewards those who work. You cannot sit back and expect life to hand you success. You must step out, take risks, and move with confidence, even when you do not have all the answers. Faith does not wait for perfect conditions. Faith moves in spite of obstacles. Faith says, I may not have everything I need, but I will start with what I have. Too many people delay their destiny because they are waiting for the perfect moment. But there is no perfect moment. There is only now. Your future will not happen by accident. It will not come to you by chance. It will come when you take action, when you move forward in faith, when you refuse to let fear dictate your life. So I challenge you, step out. Move forward. Do not wait another day. Your future is waiting on you, but it will not wait forever. Ladies and gentlemen, your future is not something to be wished for. It is something to be discovered. You do not need luck to fulfill your destiny. You need vision, purpose, mindset, and action. Everything you need is already inside you. The question is, Will you unlock it? Do not settle for a life of mediocrity. Do not die with your dreams still inside you. The world is waiting for the greatness that lies within you. The time for waiting is over. The time for action is now. Go forth, discover your future, and walk boldly into the destiny that was always meant to be yours.